June 18, 1971, President Richard Nixon, the 37th President of the United States, started a campaign called War on Drugs, conforming the idea of extermination and imprisonment among drug users and distributors. Now, after 50 years, 2021, drug addicts are still being chased, punished, and arrested due to the use of illegal drugs. After 50 years, let me tell you why drug addiction should not be criminalized. First, drug addiction is a psychological disorder. It is a substance use disorder, and just like any other mental health disorder, should be treated immediately. You see, drugs affects our brain by causing a surge of dopamine into our limbic system that controls pleasure, self-control, and decision making. So when a specific person intakes a drug like heroin or marijuana, it releases a dopamine that makes us feel good. But the thing is, if it has the same effect and withdrawal as any other addiction like food addiction, shopping addiction, or social media addiction, why are drug addicts treated differently? Second, drugs are not addictive, because in a hospital when you most likely get into an accident, they would give you a specific painkiller, and you wouldn't come out as a drug addict. Its side effect is not to make you addicted to it, but to just give you a feeling of calmness or euphoria while you're supposed to be in pain from a wound or surgery. Now, the same thing goes with drug addicts, as they say that the feeling is like an escape from reality, from the world, or from their own mind. Now, the question goes with, why do they constantly want this feeling? Going to the third point, which is drug addiction has a reason. Drug addiction has a reason. According to British psychiatrist Dr. Lyne, there are three things that most people fear about. First is death, other people, and their own mind. And these drug addicts constantly craves the feeling of escape and pleasure that they easily and shortly get from these substances. And if we consider all that, it doesn't mean that there must have been something lacking or emptiness that these drugs get to fill. And just like a child getting separated to his mother, if these feelings gets taken away from them, they do everything to have it back. Now, understanding this, it goes to my conclusion that instead of giving them a punishment or separating them more from the world, we should have a mindset about how do we make them not want to escape. Because as the old saying goes, prevention is better than cure. And if we choose to prevent these people to have a reason to use drugs, and instead have a reason why they shouldn't. Because if what you get from these drugs is the same feeling of getting love and connected from people, even if they try to take a dose of it, they wouldn't need to have it on a daily basis. Drug addiction is not a crime. We're supposed to be prosecuted and punished from having it. It is a psychological disorder that's supposed to be diagnosed, prevented, and treated, just like any other mental health disorder. And that is why drug addiction should not be criminalized.